My family immigrated to America in 1995.
My husband Michael came first in 1995, and 2 months later we came, me and my 2 children.
With my dad, I mean, he prided himself in being this very smart guy who would do anything for his children. It was just the 4 of us, my mom, my brother, and me. Pretty much the only close family that I had. I remember this day. I was at home and my dad was having headaches for a while. He went to the hospital to run some tests. I expected it to be the worst, maybe a benign tumor. I remember getting the call from my mom and she was just really hysterical. He started to lose his speech and he wasn't really kind of the same after that summer.
It was really hard for me to adjust to new situation and find new meaning of my existence.
I did speak at his funeral. I mean, I think I said something. He was, the kindest man I've met, and what he loved most in the world was his family. On top of dealing with, my father's illness, I would also have to think about how I would stay in school and how I would pay for school. The first year at Dartmouth, I started working in research labs. I picked my major. It was a year of a lot of discovery. At first, the university wasn't helpful. When my father had to go on disability because he could no longer work, and we started to have medical bills for his treatments as well, we approached the financial aid office, and they basically told us, this is very unfortunate, we're very sympathetic to your situation, but we cannot help. I was starting to kind of understand how college works and to do well in the classes. I really didn't want to leave Dartmouth. I think if it hadn't been for JFCS, I may have not finished school.
And this is a young woman who was willing to work 3 jobs while going to one of the toughest schools in the country. To witness someone rise to the occasion the way that Masha did, to try and make her budget work, to try and make going to school work.
He wanted to know my story. He wanted to, find out how he can find any possible means to help me.
I felt so proud to be with an agency that could rise to the occasion and give her support.
Basically helped me finish my college. JFCS was a huge support system, I think, throughout my father's illness.
I have pleasure to give something, as much as possible to other people.
My mom does, I think, I'm not even sure with all she tells me kind of all the little volunteer projects she has, and she, I think, works with seniors. I think my dog is somehow involved in another program. Where we are now is so much better than where we were 2 years ago. I have a good job. I'm applying to medical school.
I see Michael in Masha. I am really proud of the person she is.
I think we're a lot happier. We see the light at the end of the tunnel.